In the last videos, we covered very clearly about operators, arithmetic operators we covered, next relational operators, equality operators, and then logical operators also we covered, right? Okay. So now the next set of operators what we have to discuss, bitwise operators. Remember this one, sir. Okay. So bitwise operators. So which are bitwise operators, right? And operator, R operator, XR operator. Okay, observe that, not NOR, XR operator, XR operator. Next, sir, here tilde symbol means bitwise negation, left shift and the right shift. These operators are by default considered as bitwise operators. Remember carefully. So why the word bitwise? Because sir, these operators will be evaluated bit by bit. That's why, so these operators are called bitwise operators, right? Okay, like, sir, now these operators where we can apply. Okay, these are applicable only for int and boolean. Only for int and boolean, right? So happily you can apply for the int, you can apply for the boolean. By mistake, if you are trying to apply for any other, immediately error by default you are going to get. Okay, take very special care about this terminology, right? Sir, happily you can apply for the int type, you can apply for boolean type, you can apply, there is no problem at all. If you are trying to apply, if you are trying to apply for any other type, immediately error by default you are going to get. Please take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? Okay, like, sir, now my question here is, sir, here very simple, almost mathematics kind of thing we are going to see. Just observe carefully, right? Suppose I'm taking, suppose my requirement is here, just observe that carefully. Okay, now I'm trying to take a simple example, sir. A simple example I'm trying to take. Here, print R 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Both are int type. Is it acceptable or not? Please confirm. Both are int type. Is it acceptable or not? Yes. True and sir, true I'm trying to take. Is it acceptable or not? Yes. My question is valid or not? That's what. Okay. Now print R 10.5 and 20.6 I'm trying to take. I told, right? Array, these are applicable for boolean, for int, but not for other type. Immediately in the last case, error we have to get. Observe carefully, right? Forget about output. In the first case for the output, second case for the output, output wise don't worry, but in the case of float, we are going to get the error, sir. Okay, sir, now here just observe this carefully. Observe this carefully, right? Here, what is the output we are going to get is py test.py. What happened here, sir? Here 4 true something, like, forget about that, forget about this output. Last one, can you please observe that? Okay, last one. Okay, so is this is the output by default we are going to get. For the last one, what is the answer we will get here is, sir, unsupported operand types for under float under float. Okay, like, we are getting this error. I hope everyone in the position to understand. Can you please confirm? So where we can apply, forget about the outputs, how you are getting that thing, I will take care. So first, these bitwise operators, where we can apply bitwise operators for inter types and boolean types, but not for float. Okay, remember carefully about this terminology, right? Okay, there are some people are asking about general doubts, so whether it is the first session, second session, Deepti, at last we will talk about that. Just to continue. Okay, uh, here, like, so this point is the very clear for you. These are applicable only for int and a boolean, but not for floating point types. Okay, well, so now here, how it is going to be evaluated? Why the word bitwise? Why the word bitwise? Okay, very simple terminology, right? Here I'm trying to take, sir, 4 and 5 and 5 and 5 r 5. Okay, xr 5. Okay, like, sir, now when and operator returns a true. Okay, when and operator, bitwise operators, right? Now have a look once, sir. If both the bits are 1, If both the bits are 1, 1, 1, 1, then only result is 1. Then only result is 1. And right, both the bits are 1, then only result is 1. If at least one bit is 1, if at least one bit is 1, here this is the R operator means if at least one bit, if at least one bit is 1, then only then result is 1, then result is 1, result is 1. Okay, next here we have this one is also there. This operator is called XR. Remember it very carefully, sir. This operator is sir, the first one is called and okay, the first one is called and the second one is called R. The third one is called XR. Okay, like XR operator, right? So when we should go for XR, of course, here what is the behavior of XR? Exclusive R. Have you observed that? Exclusive R. What it means is the people at our childhood we may aware Venn diagrams. Have you remembered at our childhood somewhere we may heard about Venn diagrams. Suppose this is sir first set and this is the second set. Can you please fill what is XR? What is the XR? Okay, like sir, it's very simple. If it belongs to first one, then it's not belongs to second one. Okay, if it belongs to first one, then it's not belongs to second one. Remember this one. If it belongs to second one, then it's not belongs to first one. Okay, so it should be either first one or second one, but not both. Correct, right? Correct, right? It should be either first one or second one, but not both. But not both. At our childhood, somewhere we may heard about this type of Venn diagrams, right? So if it belongs to first one, then it should not belongs to second one. If it belongs to second one, then it should not belongs to first one. So now convert here. Say if the first one is one, if a first one is one, compulsory second one should be 0. Then second one should be 0, should be 0 0. So if it is the case, so means if both the bits are different, valid combination. If both the bits are different, then only result is 1. Okay, then only result is 1. Either 1 0 or 0 1. Either 1 0 or 0 1, then only result is 1. If both the bits are different, then only result is 1. Remember a bit very carefully about this terminology, right? Okay, like sir, now sir, what is the meaning? Of course, remaining things I will take care. This is the bitwise complement, left shift, right shift, like first let me explain only the first three things, right? Okay, very rare we are going to use in our programming, but highly recommended. Good programming practice you should aware. Okay, now my question here is, here just observe that 4 and 5, 4 R5, 4 R5, R5, 4 XR5, 4 XR5. So what is the output by default we are going to get? What is the output we are going to get, sir? Sir, it's a very simple, sir. Very simple. 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and 5. If I consider this one, 4 and 5. Okay, here just observe carefully. 1 minute. Here just this is my code. This is my code, sir. Okay, sir, here this is the code what I have. Okay, assume that. Now here my requirement is first one 4 and 5. The first one 4 and 5. 4 means convert into bits, means a binary 100. Correct, right? I respond. 4 means 100. Correct? Can I this is the binary equivalent, right? 100 convert 4 into the binary 100. Sir, 5 means 101. 101 binary, like now and operator we are applying. And operator means 0 and 1 0. Next 0 and 0 0, 1 and 1 1. Then automatically what is the output by default we will get, sir? 4 is the answer. Okay, 100 101, the output we are going to get itself is the 4 itself is the answer, right? Okay, now sir, 4 R5 R5, sir, 100 101. Let me apply R operator, right? 0 or 1. 0 or 1, 1, because at least one bit is 1, then the result is 1. 0, 0, 0, 1 or 1, 1. So 1, 0, 1 means 5 itself is the answer. Okay, like next 4 XR 5. 4 XR 5. 4 means 1, 0, 0. 5 means 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 XR. Now observe, when XR case, we will get 1. Can you please observe that? If both the bits are different, then only result is 1. If both the bits are same, then the result is 0. Remember carefully, right? Exclusive R. Okay. Here, 0, 1. Both are different. 1. 0, 0. Yes. 1, 1. Sir, here like. So what is the answer by default you are going to get? 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1 means 1 itself is the answer. Clear, right? Yes, I hope you people are in the position to understand clearly, right? Okay. So take very special care about this terminology, right? So what is the output by default you are going to get is 1 itself is the answer. Any doubt about this? Please confirm. Yeah, please respond. Any doubt about this one? Okay, let me execute this. Am I going to get 4, 5, 1 or not? Let me execute 4, 5, 1 or not. What is the output by default you are going to get here is yes, observe that. Observe py tester.py. What output we are getting, sir? 4, 5, 1 itself is the answer we are going to get. Clear, right? Everyone in the position to understand. Okay. Now, so that's all. This is about bitwise operators. Why the word bitwise? What is the behavior? What is the behavior, right? Okay. Like I hope for and if both bits are equal, then output is 1. No, Venkat Reddy. If both the bits are 1, then only result is 1. Remember this one. If both bits are 1, then only result is 1 in the case of AND operator. Okay. If both the bits are different, then only result is 1 in the case of exclusive OR operator. Don't keep any doubt in these things. Okay, now that's all. Now my next thing here is there is one operator is there, bitwise complement operator. Bitwise complement operator. Sir, bitwise complement operator, right? Sir, here take a bit very special care about this one. How it is going to work out? How it is going to work out, sir? Bitwise complement operator, a bit dangerous thing. Dangerous thing. Okay, take very special care about this one, sir. Sir, here someone is asking, sir, in this carry will be in this carry will go or not? No chance at all. We are not performing any arithmetic operations in this case. Okay, in all these cases we are not performing any arithmetic operations. Plus or minus are not doing. That's why there is no question of any end carry. Sarvesh, getting right? Yeah. Okay. So now the next concept here is bitwise operators, right? Bitwise operators, right? Okay. It's a very simple, sir. Bitwise operators. Okay. I mean bitwise complement operator is a very important. Please take very special care about this. Sir, now I'm trying to take print of bitwise complement of 5. Yeah. Sir, complement means you know, right? Yeah. Complement means we know, right? Okay, you should. Anil Kumar Reddy. Some people are asking about how I can revise previous sessions. Yes, our people are going to provide all videos. So don't worry. The related to previous sessions. Anil, just yeah. Print negation of 5. Can you please confirm what is the answer we are going to get in this case? Anyone? Please confirm. What the output we are going to get in this case? Yeah, can you please guess? Bitwise complement, right? Just complement reverse. 0 will be reversed with 1, 1 will be reversed with 0, 0 will be reversed with 1, 1 will be reversed with 0. So then here just observe. Okay, print bitwise complement 5 I'm trying to take. Don't tell 5 means minus 5 is going to be happen because of complement. No, 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 not the sign. Okay, 5 means what? 101. 101. Now can you please complement this one? Can you please complement this one? 1 will become 0, 0 will become 1, 1 will become 0. So 0 1 0, what about its value? Respond, what about its value? In the binary, what about its value? 2 2 2. In the binary 2, sir, can you please convert this number into 2, normal decimal 2? So what is the output we are going to get, sir? 2 is the answer. Any doubt up to this? Yeah, any doubt up to this one? Okay, what is the output we are going to get at 2? Observe very carefully. Observe very carefully about this. Sir, I want to take the same example here. Now observe carefully. What is the output by default you are going to get? Listen very carefully about this one. Listen very carefully. The people who are telling, wow, excellent, we are getting clearly. Now have a look once. Yes, what is the answer we are going to get? Minus 6 itself is the answer, but not 2. Okay, but not 2. Minus 6 itself is the answer. Array, why? So why we expected 2? Sir, why we expected 2? We expected 2 because complement. 5 means 101. 101. Yeah. Ali, observe that. 101. Complement means 1 will become reverse. If it is the 1, consider as the 0. If it is the 0, consider as the 1. 1 consider as the 0. 0 1 0. It is the binary number. Okay. How to convert a binary number to the decimal? You people aware? Oi, do you want to explain that? How to convert a binary number to decimal? Binary number to decimal, Ali. Do you want me to explain that? Okay. Now here just observe. Ayo, too much. Uh, last bit one. Sir, here first there are some people who don't know mathematics first. Ayo. Print of negation of 5. Okay. Sir, first convert this 5 into binary. At least that one you people aware. The people who don't know how to convert this decimal 5 into the binary, into the bits. Anyone aware? Anyone aware? Okay. Anyone, the people who don't know, please let me know. Matter of just 1 or 2 minutes, I will explain. The people who don't know about this, please let me know. 5, it is a decimal number. Can you please convert into the binary? If you want to convert 5 into the binary, okay, divide with 2. 2 2s are 1 is the remainder. Okay, again 2 1s are 0 is the remainder. Okay, 1 0 1, it is the binary equivalent of 5. Any doubt? How to convert a decimal number into binary? 101. You have to consider from bottom to top. 101 is the binary equivalent of 5. Clear? So 5 means in memory we are going to represent 101. In the last examples also I told, right? 4 5. Okay, like how we did. Okay, like now bitwise complement means 1. Can you please complement means 1 will become 0. 0 will become 1. 1 will become 0. Okay. This is a binary number. Again, I have to convert this binary number into the decimal. Okay. Listen very carefully. Into the decimal, I have to convert. How to convert the binary number to the decimal? Yeah, yeah. How to convert binary number to the decimal? Okay. Do you know? So 2 power 0, 2 power 1. Okay. 2 square, like you may have this 0 into 2 square, 0 into 2 square plus 1 into 2 power 1, 1 into 2 power 1 plus 0 into 2 power 0. What about its values are? 0 into 2 square means 0, 1 into 2 power 1 means 2. 0 into 2 power 0 means its value is the 2. Wow. Clear? Are you feeling comfortable? Decimal numbers, such type of things are not going to be converted into binary. Ritik, it is applicable only for integer values, binary, all these things. Decimal number, such type of terminology is not applicable. Okay. Now clear? Observe. So negation of 5 means I'm expecting 2 as the answer. Okay, but now my question is, why we are getting 2? Why we are not getting 2? Actually my expectation is the 2, but suddenly whenever I executed, what is the answer? By default we are getting minus 6 is the answer. Okay, we are not getting 2, we are getting minus 6 as the answer. What is the reason for that? Do you want me to explain this mathematics session? Yeah, please. Do you want me to explain this mathematics? So you have to forget, you require to forget, okay, just a Python, just we have to think about mathematics. Just wait for a minute. Okay, sir, now let me talk a bit clearly about this one, how it is the -1. Okay, like, sir, here most of the people feels that, sir, 5 means 101. Correct, right? 5 means 101. 101, like, no. The reason for that is very simple. So by using how many bits this 5 is represented, it is a very important. By using how many bits this 5 is represented, we should aware. Okay, sir, how to aware this? Import sys module. In the last session somewhere I told, import a sys module. Okay, now sys dot get a size of 5. Okay, sys dot get size of 5. Array 5, by using how many bits the data will be represented in the memory, we should aware. Now here observe that if I execute this code, how many bits, right? Anyone, can you please tell? In python the size of data type is not fixed. Then how many bits are 28 bits reserved to represent a 5 in the memory. Any doubt? Please confirm. Any doubt? 28 bits are reserved to represent these 5 in the memory. That's why you have to complement 28 bits. This is the very important, sir. You require to complement how many bits? 28 bits. Okay, so how to represent 5 in the memory? This is the very important, right? Representation of 5. Representation of 5 in the memory. Okay, how to represent 5 in the memory, sir? Very simple, very simple. What we have to do is, sir, 5 here, just observe that total how many bits? Please respond. Total how many bits are there? 28 bits. Correct, right? Of course in python it is the python specific terminology, don't worry. In java, if it is the int value, sir, 4 bytes. 4 bytes means 32 bits, but here 28 bits only. Okay, like, now, so first bit reserved, yeah, I told, right? In python, smita, in python, okay, the size of int is not fixed. The size of int is not fixed. Okay, so if it is the 5, how many bits it is going to be there? Now I'm asking, array import sys dot get size of 5. What is the size of this 5? By using how many bits this 5 is represented? Okay, just I'm asking 28 bits. Have you observed my python installation using 28 bits to represent 5? Yeah, any doubt? Respond. Any doubt? Okay, now here just observe. Now how it is going to be represented in by using 28 bits? Okay, one bit, first bit reserved for sign. First bit reserved for sign. Okay, like, so positive 0 means zero means positive number. 0 means positive number. 1 means negative number. Negative number. Remember this one. So out of 28 bits, 1 bit reserved for sign, reserved for the sign. 0 means positive number. 1 means negative number. Any doubt? Is the size going to be different for all integral values? Yes. Yes, Muskan. Okay, maybe a chance. Maybe a chance. Okay, if it is a 5, the value is just observe. If it is a 5, if it is a 5, how many bits are required? 28 bits are required. Now observe, sir, 5, a big number I'm trying to take. A big number I'm trying to take. This is the int value. This is the int value. Then how many bits are required to represent this int value? How many bits are required to represent this int value? 44 bits are required, not 28 bits. Getting right? Okay. The size of int is not fixed in Python. Not only this, almost all the data types, the sizes are not fixed, because every data type value itself is an object. Okay, remember. Now here just observe, 5 means 28 bits, 1 bit reserved for sign. So 0 means a positive number, 1 means a negative number. Okay, like now, is there any common method to find size? Prashant, am I using any? Is it a common only, right? Sys module, you can ask a get size of whatever value you are going to specify. Now internally, how many bits it's going to be reserved, it's going to show. Yeah, here it is a common method only, need not be this. So you can pass 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 list object, what is the size? List object, what is the size? Okay, without using Python virtual machine, no, there is no way. Okay, now here first bit reserved for sign. 0 means positive number, 1 means a negative number. Any doubt about this one? Please confirm. Hey, I told it is simple mathematics class. Can you please confirm? Is it clear, right? Okay, well, now my question here is, observe that. So if it is positive number, if it is positive number, then the remaining bits, 1 bit already reserved, right? The remaining bits represents value directly. Represents a value directly. Okay. So if it is positive number, the remaining bits represent a value directly. If it is negative number, then remaining bits represent a value in 2's complement form. Okay, the people who don't know mathematics, what is the 2's complement, 1's complement, just better to go to the sleep for next 10 minutes. After 10 minutes I will intimate, then wake up. Okay. But anyway, being a programmer, you are not required to worry about these internal things. Okay, please observe carefully. So 1 bit reserved for sign. 0 means positive number, 1 means a negative number. If it is a positive number, the remaining bits represent value directly. If it is a negative number, the remaining bits represent value in 2's complement form. Any doubt? Please respond. Yes. Okay, now the people who don't know about complements, all these, better to sleep well for few minutes. Now here this is, sir, here what 28 bits 5, right? It is a positive number. 5 is a positive number. Positive number, first bit is 0. So total 28 bits. So 5 representation by using 28 bits. 1 bit already reserved for sign 0 because it is a positive number 0. If it is a positive number, the remaining bits represent value directly. Then how many remaining bits are there? I respond. 1 bit already reserved for sign. Then how many remaining bits are there? How many remaining bits are there? 27. 27 bits are there. Okay, 27. Now, so 5 means usually we can represent 101, but I have to consider 27 bits. That's why 0, 0, 0, 0, and so on, 0, 0. So 1, 0, 1. Now observe, 1 bit reserved for sign. The remaining 27 bits represent a value directly. Why I'm taking value directly? Because it is a positive number. positive numbers will be represented directly in the memory. Remember this one. So now 5 internal representation is, yes, this is the way. Up to this any doubt? Up to this any doubt? Representation of 5 in the memory. Okay, this is. Now my question here is, now I have to apply bitwise complement of 5. Okay, bitwise complement. Now you have to perform complement operation for all 28 bits, not for only 3 bits. Earlier I showed, array you are applying complement only for 3 bits. No. Okay, so we have to apply complement for all 30, for all 28 bits. Now 0 will become 1. Okay, next 0 will become 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, dot, 1, 0, 1, 0, like. Yeah, that's all. I hope this is the value, whatever we are going to get because of complement of 5. Any doubt? Any doubt how we are getting complement of 5? Is it clear, right? Okay. Now, here just take a bit special care about this. What is the value of this one? This is the very important. What is the value of this? What is the value of this, right? It is a very important, sir. First bit, is it 0 or 1? First bit, is it 0 or 1? Okay, 1 means positive number or negative number. 1 means positive number or negative number. Okay, negative number, right? That's why it is a negative number. Okay, negative number. Because of this one, I concluded it is a negative number. If it is the negative number, the remaining bits represent the value in 2's complement form. Have you observed? If it is the negative number, the remaining bits represent the value in 2's complement form. In 2's complement form. Then how to find 2's complement? It is a very important, sir. How to find the 2's complement? Okay, how to find the 2's complement? First find one's complement. First find one's complement and then add 1. Remember this one. So how to find one's complement? Okay, how to find one's complement? Because this theory must be required. How to find one's complement? One's complement, very simple. How you can find one's complement? Just by interchanging zeros and ones. Interchanging zeros and ones. Sir, observe that if it is a negative number, then the remaining bits represent value in 2's complement form. How to find 2's complement, sir? First we have to find one's complement and then add 1. But how to find one's complement, sir? By interchanging zeros and ones. Sir, this is literally mathematics part. The people who are not strong in mathematics, one's complement, two's complement, I told just ignore this particular part, because in our regular sessions we never going to use this concept. But the people who are very much interested internally what thing is happening for them, I'm explaining. Okay, just sir, now observe this. So after applying complement of 5, this is the value. So in this, first one is a 1. That's why it is a negative number. If it is a negative number, okay, remaining bits represent value in 2's complement form. Okay, how to find the 2's complement? Okay, like now for this 2's complement I have to find. Okay, anyone can you please tell how to find 2's complement? Respond. How to find 2's complement? First we have to find one's complement and then add 1. How to find one's complement? We can find one's complement by interchanging zeros and ones. Now observe that 0, 0, 0, 0, dot, 0, 1, 0, 1. This is one's complement. This is one's complement. How to get one's complement? How to get one's complement? Sir, interchange zeros and ones. If it is the 1, please consider as a 0. If it is the 1, 0. If it is a 0, consider as the 1. If it is the 1, consider as the 0. Now add 1 for this. Okay, add 1 for this. Okay, if I add one for this. If I add one for this, now 1 plus 1 here, observe 1 plus 1 means 1 0. 1 is the end carry 0. 0 plus 1 means 1 1. Next 1 1 0. Okay, remaining bits are 0. Now the thing is 0 here add 1 plus 1 means 1 0. 1 is the end carry, 0 is the value. 0 plus 1 means 1. The remaining bits as it is 0 0 0 1 and so on. Okay, like so now have you observed, right? 0 0 0 0 0. Next 0 1 1 0 is the answer. Sir, can you please tell what is this value? Respond. What is this value? What is this value? 110 110 110 means what is this value? Sir, 6 6. Already it is the negative number. The remaining bits represent 6 into complement form. Then what is the output of this one is minus 6. Yeah, clear, right? Are you in the position to understand? Okay, but internally how it is going to be happen, memory level how it is going to be happen, sir? This is but the required theory well documented very clearly, right? So first bit reserved for sign. 0 means positive number, 1 means negative number. If it is positive number, then the remaining bits represent value directly. If it is the negative number, then the remaining bits represent value in 2's complement form. How to find 2's complement? Okay, like okay. Yeah, can you please sir, here just observe, this is 5 internal representation. Any doubt about this line? Please confirm. Any doubt about this line? Okay, here this line next. Sir, can you please here 0 means positive number, that's why one bit reserved for sign. Now the remaining bits represent value directly. 10101 means 101 means 5. Okay, negation of 5, bitwise complement of 5. Can you please interchange? Can you please interchange zeros and ones? Okay, like now whatever value is this, that is the result. Sir, now here observe. So most significant bit is the 1 means a negative number. If it is a negative number, the remaining bits represent value in 2's complement form. Okay, what the values are? It is a negative number, negative number. Remaining bits represent value in 2's complement form. How to find 2's complement, sir? For this, first to find 1's complement. How to find 1's complement? Interchange zeros and ones and then add 1. Okay, like if you add 1, okay, sir, this is the 1's complement, add 1. 1 plus 1 means 1 0. 0 plus 1 means 1. Next remaining as it is okay, like its value is the 6. Wow, how much existing knowledge is required? You should aware what is the meaning of 1's complement, 2's complement. Next, so how to find 1's complement, 2's complement, how to convert a number into the binary, all these things must be required. But being a programmer, we never going to worry about this mathematics. That's fine. So that's why you can ignore. Don't worry at all. Clear, right? The size of 5 will result a different system to system. Yes, maybe. Okay, Piyush. Because that depends on Python virtual machine. It is varied. Okay. So this is negation of 5. Okay. In last line, did you miss 1 0 or it's correct? Even I'm missing a 0, no problem at all. Because by considering 0 at the beginning, any number of zeros, there is no change in the value, right? Smita. Getting here any number of zeros, there is no change in the value. That's fine, no problem. Even I missed 1 0 also, no issue. Here 110 110 means 6 and the most significant bit is 1 means a negative number. Yeah, okay, with pleasant mind you people, so can you please analyze, then you are going to get. But anyway, bitwise complement means for all the bits complement is going to be happen, not for 3 bits or 4 bits. Like a bit mathematics session, please take very special care about this terminology. Okay, so I hope you people are getting much clearly, right? So up to this we covered bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, bitwise XOR. Next up bitwise complement. Okay, like so 4 and 5, 4 or 5, 4 XOR 5, negation of 5. How it is going to be happen? Like so now these are things applicable for the Boolean also. Okay, remember this. If I apply for the Boolean, what is the behavior? Bitwise, you can apply for the Boolean also. True, 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 and false, true and false, true or false, true or false, or false, true X or false, X or false. So in these cases, I don't think logical operators under these operators behavior is the same. Okay, now observe true and false. Array, both should be true, but here one is the false. That's why I'm expecting false. True or false? True or false means true. At least one is the true. So here both are different means true is the answer. Now can you please have a look once? False, true, true. Okay, perfect. It is our expected thing. So logical operator and R, bitwise operator and R, for a Boolean you can use anything. There is no problem at all. Next, print of, yeah, bitwise complement of true if I can take. Okay, anyone can you please tell what the answer we are going to get? Please take very special care about this one. For Boolean bitwise operator, again it is not going to perform complement operation. Okay, so it is internally going to consider 30 whatever the bits 28 bits are there, it is treated as the 1 negation of 1 means -2 is the answer we are going to get. Bitwise complement is the different, not is the different for the Boolean case. For the Boolean, it is. But all these loopholes are not required. Don't worry. These are not commonly used operators in our day-to-day coding. Ignore. But loopholes sake, for your awareness sake, I'm telling these points. Clear, right? Yeah. Can I go for next operators? Of course, in the bitwise only, there are two more operators are there. Left shift and the right shift operators. Okay, left shift and the right shift operators. Okay, that's what you should aware. Okay, now here just left shift operator. Left shift operator. Okay, like left shift operator. Okay, now my question is, after shifting, yeah, how you can shift. Okay, this is, but most of the times in other languages including Python, these operators are deprecated. What the reason for that is what the reason for that is performance wise not up to the mark. That's why these operators already deprecated. Don't worry at all. Just here, now my question here is how the operation is going to be happen. Suppose 10 is there, can you please left shift by 2 bits? Array, left shift 10, left shift 10, 10 by 2 bits, by 2 bits, 2 bits. This is my doubt. Okay, now 10, how to represent in the memory? This is the very important. Just now I told how many bits are reserved for a 10. Have you remembered, right? Import sys. How to find 10? Import sys. Next, sys dot get a size of 10. Array 10 means how many bits it's going to be reserved? Oh, 28 bits. Remember how many bits, right? Can you please confirm? 28 bits reserved for 10, 10, 10. So now have a look once, sir. 28 bits representation of 10. 28 bits representation of 10, representation of 10. Array, just now I told most significant bit is 0, 0, because it is a positive number. Positive number means 0. Next, the remaining bits represent value directly. 10 in the binary, how to represent 10 in the binary? Please confirm how to represent 10 in the binary. 1010, 1010. Remember this one, 10 divided 10 with 2, 1010. Now 27 bits are there, right? 000. Okay, 001010. This is 28 bits representation of 10. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable? So the same thing, whatever I explained in the complement, bitwise complement is the same. Now, so left shift bits of 10 by 2, by 2 bits. Sir, now I have to move to the left. Okay. If I move to the left means this one will become here, this one will become here, like two times, by two times, 2 bits, two times left shift by 2 means two times I have to move. If I move to the two times, what will happen? Do you know? So these two bits will be gone. Will be gone. Next here, two vacant cells will be formed. Correct, right? Respond. Respond. If I move to the left hand side, okay, these bits will be gone, and at the end, vacant cells by default will be there. These vacant cells are there. Okay, like now. So after moving to the left hand side, empty cells, empty cells will be there. Empty cells will be filled with 0. Remember this one in the case of left shift operator. So after left shift, empty cells will be there, on the right hand side, right hand side right hand side. Empty cells will be there on the right hand side. These empty cells, empty cells should be filled with 0 always. Okay, because of that, now these two things will be filled with 0. Okay, now whatever value, this is the result because of this operation, right? This is the result. Array, what is this result? What is this result? Again, apply our old formula. What is the most significant bit? Please confirm. What is the most significant bit? 0. 0 means positive number. Positive number. If it is a positive number, remaining bits represent value directly. Remaining bits represent value directly. Anyway, zeros you can ignore. There is no change in the value. Remaining bits represent value directly. Anyone, can you please tell how it is going to be happen? How to convert this binary into the decimal? How to convert this binary into the decimal? Anyone, can you please guide? Yes, friends. Yes, this is the number what I have. This is the number what I have. How to convert this number into the decimal binary number? 2 power 0, 2 power 1, okay, 2 square, 2 square, next 2 cube, okay, 2 power 4, and then 2 power 5, okay. 1 into 2 power 5 means 32, plus 0 into 2 power 4, 0. 1 into 2 cube means 8, plus 8 plus 0, 0, 0 means 0. 32 plus 8 means okay, 40 is the answer we are going to get. Wow, how much mathematics is required, friends? Have you observed how much mathematics is required in this case? So what is the output by default we are going to get here is 40 itself is the answer. So can you please let me consider, is it really is going to be happen or not? Okay, print of 10, 10, left shift 2, print of 10, left shift 2, 2, 2, like now observe carefully what is the answer, sir. 40 itself is the answer. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable? Okay, just observe that how it is going to be, how to shift. First you have to represent 10. This is the 10 representation. Sir, this is the 10 representation. I have to move two bits left, 2 bits left. So after left shift, empty cells will be there on the right hand side. Okay, this is sir, now empty cells, because 2 bits moved to the left, now empty cells are there. These empty cells should be filled with 0. So after left shift, empty cells will be there on the right hand side. These empty cells should be filled with 0 always. Okay, like it's always going to fill with a 0. Yeah, left empty cells will be filled with a 0 always. Okay, like now here just observe what is the answer by default we are going to get. Yes, this is the result. Positive number, positive number. If it's a positive number, remaining bits represent value directly. The remaining bits means this is convert in the decimal means 40 is the answer. Yeah, clear, right? Left shift will always give positive number. There is no guarantee, Nikhil. No guarantee. Because the reason is, assume that it is the negative number. Assume that it is the negative number. For negative number, I have to left shift. What will happen? If I shift two cells, these two things will be gone. Now at last two zeros will be added. Now most significant bit is 1. So left shift sometimes may generate negative number also. Nikhil, getting right? Okay. Sir, if I move to the left, vacant cells by default will be formed where? Please confirm. If I move bits to the left hand side, vacant cells will be formed on the where sir? Suppose can you please move? This one will be moved here. This one will be moved here. This one will be moved. This one will be moved. This one will be moved, and this one will be gone. Now here vacant cell by default will be there. Okay, on the right hand side, vacant cells will be there. Those vacant cells should be filled with 0 always. That is the left shift operator behavior. Okay. Next, right shift cell. Yeah, right shift operator. Right shift operator. How the right shift operator is going to work? Very simple, sir. Very simple. Okay. I have to move the bits of 10 by 2 bits to the right hand side. Can you please move 2 bits to the right hand side? Okay, this is my requirement. How we can do that? What is the way? How we can do that? What is the way, sir? It's a very simple terminology. So here just observe, if I 10, how to represent a 10 in the memory? You know already. You know this one already. This, okay, this is the 10 representation in the memory. If I move right side, if we perform right shift, what will happen? Here, this one will be here, this one will be here, this one will be here, and so on. Okay, automatically these bits by default will be gone. Vacant cells will be on the left hand side. Remember this one, empty cells. If we perform right shift, then empty cells will be on left hand side. Correct or not? Can you please observe that? Empty cells will be on the left hand side or not? Yes. Okay. Now this is the 10. 10. Can you please shift the bits of 10 two times to the right hand side? Two times to the right hand side means, okay, what will happen is, these two things by default will be gone. Empty cells will be there. Okay, these empty cells always filled with the empty cells always filled with always the empty cells always filled with which one, sir? Anyone, can you please tell? Always filled with the sign bit, not 0. Remember carefully, sign bit, not 0. Okay, like what is the reason for that? What is the reason for that is, right shift operator, if it's the left shift, always filled with 0. But if it's the right shift, always filled with the sign bit. Okay, sir, is it a positive number or negative number? Yeah, is it a positive number or negative number? Positive number. Positive number sign bit means 0 0 0. Now filled with the 0. Now filled with the 0 0. Now filled with the 0 0, like, sir, observe carefully about this one. What is the answer, sir? Sir, most significant bit is the 0, means positive number. Remaining bits represent value directly. So remaining bits means 1 0. What is the equivalent value of 1 0? Please confirm. Yeah, 1 0 1 0 means what? 2 2 2. So plus 2 is the answer. Okay, now observe right shift 2. What is the output by default we are going to get is 2 itself is the answer. A bit dangerous thing. Please take a bit special care about these things, right? Are you getting the point? 2 is the answer we are going to get. If I print this one, 2. Okay, please take a very special care. Better to listen. Still, if you are having the doubt in the conversions and so on, just open the Google or YouTube. Then maybe a chance to have videos or otherwise. Even okay, our last batch videos also. Can you please listen this part? Then you people will feel more comfortable. Don't worry at all. But believe me, these things in our programming, most of the times we never going to use. But the reason why I'm covering, because maybe 1 or 2 members may be interested internally what thing is happening, because of that I'm covering these things. Clear, right? Any doubt about this terminology? Okay, more practice must be required from your side. Okay, it is abstract only, so I can cover multiple examples, but still why I'm not giving multiple examples, really this part is not required. Okay, that's why please ignore even the people who didn't get. Okay, ignore, don't worry. Clear, I hope. Okay, now the next cinema, what I have to take is assignment operators. Okay, assignment operators, assignment operators, like, okay, very important. These operators, nothing will be there, sir. Do you know x is equal to 10? What I'm doing, can you please confirm? X is equal to 10. What I'm trying to take? Yes, here I'm trying to sir, assign a value. I'm trying to assign a value. This is a simple assignment, simple assignment operator, right? Okay, so assigning value 10 to the variable x. Okay, like now observe, it is simple, but sometimes we can take like this also, plus equal 10 10. It's also acceptable. So what is the meaning of this one is x is equal to x plus 10. Okay, we can mix sir other operators with equal. This type of operator is called compound assignment operator. What is this word? Compound assignment operator, right? So x is equal to x plus 10. X is equal to x plus 10 10. Okay, like this type of thing is by default considered, yeah, compound assignment operator. Remember, a bit carefully about this terminology, right? Okay, well, so how it is going to be there? Suppose here I'm trying to take x is equal to 10, sir. X is equal to 10. X plus equal to 10. X plus equal to 10 10. So now print of x. Now print of x. Anyone, can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get? Let me take 20 20. Sir, what is the answer we are going to get? X plus equal to 20 means x is equal to x plus 20. X is equal to x plus 20 means 10 plus 20 is the 30. So print of x means 30 we are getting. Any doubt? Please confirm. Clear, right? Okay, well, so similarly, plus equal, you can use plus equal, minus equal we can use, multiplication equal we can use, division equal we can use, percentage equal we can use. Sir, here like this floor division equal, power equal we can use. Next, and equal we can use, r equal we can use, bitwise and bitwise r, xr, bitwise xr also you can use. Left shift equal we can use, right shift equal, and left shift and right shift equal, happily we can use. All these things are perfectly acceptable, there is no doubt at all. Suppose here I'm taking x is equal to 4, sir. X and equal 5, print of x. Anyone, can you please tell what will happen in this case? Yeah, and equal, what will happen in this case? Sir, here this meaning is x is equal to x and 5. X and 5 means 4 and 5. 4 and 5, just now we covered 4 and 5. 4 and 5 will be evaluated. Its value is the x. 4 and 5 means 4 only. Have you remembered? 4 means 1, 0, 0. 5 means 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. Bitwise and operator. But the answers are here. 4 itself is the answer we are going to get. Any doubt? All the people are in the position to understand? Okay, like yes, it's applicable, it's applicable, right? Okay, now this is compound assignment operators. Happily we can apply simple assignment, compound assignment operators. Happily we can apply, right? But here one small twist is there. Yeah, can we use equal something like x is equal to x is equal to plus 20, something like we can take or not? No, no. So it may be treated as the plus 20, but it is not going to be happen. It is not going to be happen. X is equal to x plus 20. No, plus a symbol is always, sir, before equal only. That is the compound assignment syntax. Yeah, Sri Krishna. Okay, well, there is one more thing is there. X is equal to 10, x plus plus, print of x. Anyone, can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get now? Yeah, please confirm. The people who are coming from other programming languages, I hope you may aware. X plus plus means increment operator. X minus minus means decrement operator. Okay, like yeah, the people who know other programming languages, increment and decrement operators, you know. So if I can ask in Python, Python virtual machine is going to give left and right. Remember carefully, right? PVM is going to give left and right. What is the reason for that? The reason for this is, sir, increment and decrement operators not available in Python. Remember carefully, increment and decrement operators not available, not applicable in Python. Okay, like now increment and decrement operators are not applicable, are not available in Python. Remember carefully about this terminology, right? Okay, these are not applicable in Python. By mistake, if I'm trying to use, immediately error we are going to get, sir. Yes, syntax error, invalid syntax, syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay, like because you can't use this one. Okay, now I have one small doubt, sir. X is equal to, sir, plus plus x, sir, print of x. Anyone, can you please tell what is the answer we are going to get now? Think a bit carefully. Think a bit very carefully about this. Yeah, Ragini, we'll discuss. Yeah, what is the output by default you are going to get? Please confirm. Increment and decrement operator I'm trying to use, like, what is the answer we are going to get, sir? So the answer is we never going to get 11 because we are not performing increment, because the reason for that is there is no such type of operator, right? Okay, pre-increment, post-increment, increment is not there. Still it is the valid. How it is the valid, sir? Here 10 is there. Can I represent 10 as plus 10? Is it valid or not? Array plus 10, is it valid or not? Valid. Plus 10 means positive 10. Sir, plus 10 means 10 only. I'm adding one more plus. What is the problem? This total thing is treated as plus 10 only. Okay, plus 10 means 10 only. Okay. Even you are adding multiple plus symbols, plus, and so on. X means it is x value only it is going to consider. Increment is not going to be happen. Sir, if I execute this code, what the output by default we are getting 10 only. Where is the increment? Increment is not happening. Like if you want, you can take any number of plus, no issue. Python interpreter never going to raise any problem. So increment and the decrement operators are not available in Python. That's what you people should aware. Clear, right? Okay, because you can take plus 10, but we never going to take 10 plus. 10 plus is invalid. Plus 10 is acceptable because sign acceptable. Plus 10 plus is invalid. That's why So plus x is valid, but x plus is invalid. Clear, right? I hope everyone in the position to understand this one. Increment and the decrement operators are not going to be, is not applicable in Python. By mistake, if you are using plus and so on before the variable, still it is treated the sign only, but not increment or decrement. This is one small thing what you people should aware. Okay. So x is equal to minus 10. Okay. Minus 10 I'm taking. Sir, here just observe that 10 I'm trying to take. X is equal to minus 10. Valid or not? Is it valid or not? Valid. Okay, minus 10. If I can take minus 10. Minus 10. Observe that 10. Minus. Minus of minus. Automatically what will happen? Yeah, automatically what will happen? Minus of minus. Minus of minus means plus. Minus of minus means plus. Okay. Pre and post increment is not there. Venkat Reddy in Python, ignore. Okay. First increment operators is not there. Then where is the question of pre increment and post increment? Ignore. Clear, right? That's all. So this is about increment and assignment operators. Next, a small point you people should aware about increment and decrement operators, right? Okay, that's all. In the next sessions, we have to talk about ternary operator. Next, some special operators are available. Special operators are there. Okay, membership operators, identity operators. Next, operator precedence. Next, math module we have to talk. Okay, with these operators, cinema is going to be completed. Just hardly one more session. With that, we will finish this concept. This one, son. In the last video, okay, X, Y you are using typecast. Okay, the typecast is here just observe that we did not typecast here, right? Yeah, this is what typecasting. Okay, converting string to int type. Okay, now here X is equal to input of enter first number. Number like I'm taking. Can you please print type of X? Okay, here just observe. Array, what is the type of X? Anyone can you please tell? What is the type of X? Type of X is always str, even you are providing int value also. Even you provided int value. Array, enter first number 10. It is always str only. Even you provided int also, because input function always going to return string only, but not int. Okay, I know I'm going to provide int value. Then what you have to do? Convert that string into int type. Okay, this total is the string. Now this string value I'm trying to convert into int. That is the meaning. Clear, right? Now here observe that enter 10. Because of the typecasting, now it will become what? Int. Remember carefully, right? Okay, sir, here assume I'm not performing typecasting. Assume that I'm not performing typecasting. Y is equal to enter second number. Print x plus y. I'm trying to take, sir. Okay, x plus y. Enter 10. Enter second number 20. Then what is the output we have to get, sir? 10 plus 20 means 30. 30 we have to get. 30 we require to get. But here the answer we are getting is 10, 20. Because the reason is it is a string plus a string means concatenation. That's why 10, 20. Boss, I want the arithmetic operation, not concatenation. Then what you have to take care here? Int. Okay, what you require to take care here? Int. Anil, clear, right? Now observe that. Now have a look once. Enter first number 10. Enter second number 20. Now the answer is 30 we are going to get. So the default return type, the return type of input function is always a string. If you don't want string, if you want any other type, then we require to go for what? Typecasting. That's it.